Hi, it's from Your Kid Camp Perspective. Today we have Poppy in this video. We're going over finding his number for training. So what's his working number going to be? Working number means what's the number that's going to work for him and then get the good results that we're looking for throughout training. So we have a few different numbers as we're going to working, right? We're going to be going up to the correct number. So we're going to start low, work our way up. As we're working our way up, we're going to find maybe the connection number. Connection means that we're making contact to the neck from like 2 contact points. So that's letting us know that, okay, we have contact, right? So that's gonna maybe be like more of a visual. You might see a little muscle twitch here. As we go higher, we might get to perception where Poppy might like look around, or maybe like, you know, she's open mouth right now, so she might close her mouth, kind of like give that curious look. Then we get working where maybe Poppy will sit, lay down, move around, something more dramatic. Obviously we're not looking for yelping or any like, you know, crocodile barrel rolling or anything like that, just calmness and everything like that. So using the bumpy button on the right, you have 2 buttons here, nick and continuous. Only focus on the bumpy one, that's the nick. And then you have your knob on top to kind of increase and decrease the number. So here we're gonna start at 5. This is super sensitive, Jesus. Okay, so 5. So here we're gonna look at Poppy. Good. And then we're gonna tap, tap, tap. Okay, little, we'll see if we can get 10. Let's get a little bit more than that. Tap, tap, and tap. 15, tap, tap, tap. 20. So she's still laying down, tap, showing me that she doesn't really care too much about it. Tap. 25, tap. There we go. And then tap, 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 tap. Good. Get a little bit 30. Tap, tap. Good. And then she goes lay down. She lays down, and then 30 again. Tap, and she sits. So I like 30 because it's faster. Right, so tap got her to lay down, tap got her to sit, and then she goes back to laying down, and tap again, tap, tap, and she sits. Yeah, good girl, Poppy. All right, so we're at 30. Don't get married to 30, right? It's always going to be changing as time goes on, different environments. When she's playing with her doggy friends, it might be higher as well, just because of the environment that's changing. So don't get married to this 30. Could be, you know, we're just looking for like the reaction, like the response of this working number. Other than that, nothing out of the ordinary. She took to it very well. What else? Environment, meaning like, you know, if it gets hot one day and she's really hot, her number might be 60 or 50, or if she's playing with dog friends, it could be 80, it could be a higher number. Just as long as we're getting this reaction from Poppy as we're trying to find the number and everything like that. But yeah, 30 is the one that got us in this environment with Poppy. With this many dogs here in this environment, she's already kind of acclimated to it as well, and with me. As from Your Kid Camp Perspective, today we have Poppy in this video. We're going to be going over the heel command. So heel is walk with me, stay with me, sit when I stop. If I take 5 steps, Poppy should take 5 steps with me. If I take 10, she takes 10. If I come to a stop, Poppy should automatically sit, and this is all done with a slack leash. So a loose leash. With her right shoulder parallel to my left leg. Left side is heel, so that's the correct position for Poppy here. Right now we were set on 30, so I'm going to start at 15, tap, 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 20, tap. Wait a moment. And then tap, tap. Good. So we'll start at 20. This video, we're not going to be using any words. It's just going to be shaping the behavior. If I walk one way, Poppy's probably going to pass me. So once I see this right shoulder, so right here she's in a good position. Once I see this right shoulder pass me, I'm going to do an immediate 180 to my right, and you'll find I'm just going back and forth as she's passing me. Leash, we also want to give enough slack for her to make mistakes. So right here I have a J. This J ends right at her armpit, so it's telling me that I am giving her enough slack. So if it's too low like this, she'll be stepping over it and we'll have to keep adjusting throughout the session. If it's too caught up like this, I'm not letting her kind of make the mistakes so that because there's nothing to correct. Giving a loose leash like this, like I said, get that J as it ends at the armpits, letting me know that I'm just giving it enough leash. So as I'm walking back and forth, as she passes me, I'm gonna go ahead and then give e-collar pressure. So when she passes, turn, I'm gonna tap as well, doing a turn to my right. A correct to redirect is what Jesse's calling it. So if we walk, Poppy passes, again, a 180 to my right, she passes again, a 180 again. If she goes to my right side, I'm gonna keep my movement and gently pull to my left while tapping, right? Just try a few things, trying to figure out what she has to do. So it's our job to kind of guide her, tell her this is the incorrect answer, that's just yours to stay here. Again, so she goes to my right side, I gently pull left, keeping my movement and tapping. If Poppy puts the brakes on or maybe doesn't want to move with me, I keep my movement and I kick in with pressure here. Missing anything? Other than that, we're gonna go ahead and get started. Again, no words, just using the e-collar and just allow turns. So I'm gonna get started here. So 20, tap, tap, tap. We're gonna try 25. Pull to my left and then tap, tap, tap. Good girl. Good. Slow turn and then tap, tap. Good. So here, turn, tap, tap. Good. Good. Slow turn. Good. And you turn, tap. Good. Slow turn. Turn, tap, tap. Good girl. Good. She's in position. There's no tapping, nothing going on. Tap. Good. Pull to my left. Tap, tap. Relax. Good. Good. Slow turn here. Tap. Good girl. Good girl, Poppy. Good. Turn. Tap. Good. We're 24, by the way. Tap. Good. Slow turn. Here, pull to my left. Tap. Good. Turn. Tap. Tap. Good. Turn, tap, tap, tap. Good. Turn, tap. Turn, tap, 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 tap. Good. Turn again. Good girl. Slow turn here. No tapping, and good girl. Good. Slow turn. And yeah, good girl. So last two runs, she was matching my pace. So if I slow down, she'd slow down. If I sped up, she sped up. And then she also stopped going to my right side. We're at 24 now. We started at 20. Gonna go ahead and give another go. And there's auto sit, good girl. We have not gone over auto sits yet, so that's just her. So here, tap. Good. Slow turn. Tap, tap, tap. Good, relax. Turn, tap, tap. Good. Try 29. Good. Turn, tap. Good girl. Slow turn, no tapping. Tap. Good. Turn, tap. Okay. Try 35. Tap. Turn, tap, tap. Turn, tap. Turn, tap. Good. And a slow turn. Good. And I slow walk. She slowly walks through a tap. And good girl, Poppy. Another part of the heel is the automatic sitting. So I'm going to go ahead and pull up without any words. Just pull up and then tap. And then relax. Good girl, Poppy. So she's about maybe like 60, 70% there. Nothing out of the ordinary. Like I said, we saw her go to the right. We saw her leg a little bit towards the end, and then the passing, obviously. The slowing down is just letting me know that she's paying attention. She's trying to match my speed. You can take shadow out. That she's matching my speed, and then she's good on the treadmill, I think, too. Shadow? Yeah. Can we just talk her later? Say it again? Can we just talk her on the treadmill then? Yeah, if you want. And then the auto sits, we don't say anything, we don't say sit, we just pull up and then tap. If we were to say sit, let's say she knew sit, we would have to say sit and then heel, sits and then heel, sit and heel, versus just saying heel. We come to a stop and she just sits, no words, and then we continue our walk. So it's less words throughout the walk and less, nothing that frequently. What else? And then we're at 35 now. So there'll be a part 2 on this, talking about how we use the word, a few body language motions with her on the walk to communicate with her. But other than that, nothing out of the ordinary. I'm trying to think if I missed anything. And another command we pair with this is our release command. So releasing from a command she's in. So if she's in heel, we give a command to let her know, now you're out of heel. That's called break. So let's say you want to give her a break. You'd approach a grass while you're on the sidewalk, let her sit first, right? And then you cue the word and then use the leash to put her to the grass or somewhere, pull her away from you. So here, I'm gonna go ahead, break, good, and then pull her away. And now she can go pee, poop, run around, chase squirrels, play with her buddies and everything like that, right, Poppy? Good. Oh, and then I know she's on a prong. So the setup would be prong, e-collar, and then flat collar for Poppy. Prong being on the top, then e-collar, and then flat. Prong just so we have the more control on top. If it's too low, we lose control there. It's less sensitive for Poppy. Come on, Poppy. Hi, it's Enrique at Canine Perspective. Today we have Poppy, our new daycare and train. This video is going to be going over the second part of heel. So now we're going to be using the phrase or the word heel, conditioning her to, getting her used to the word. And then we're going to be going into a little bit of body language things like turns and everything with the heel. But for now, I'm just going to focus on the word heel. So what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be walking with her. For every stop we do, I'm going to say heel. And then after I say the word heel, I'm going to begin moving my left leg. And if I come to another stop, once I come to the full stop, heel, then the left leg. So we're going to start this real quick. If there's no response to the word heel as I'm moving, I'm going to go ahead and give her a tap. I'm on 35. So here, heel, left leg, good girl. Do a slow turn, good. And slow to a stop, good girl. Heel, left leg, good. Slow walk. And slow to a stop, good. Heel, left leg, good. Slow turn, good. Slow to a stop. Heel, left leg, slow to a stop. Heel, left leg, good. And then slow to a stop. And then get good sit. Good. So we're going to go over, so it's pretty simple. Only in this video, we'll here at the facility, we'll be doing the heel, left leg, and every time we come to a stop, we'll be saying heel, just for today. After today, it'll just be heel. When we come to a stop, and when we want to move again, we don't say heel again, we just move with the left leg. So it's just, having her, hearing it over and over again, seeing what happens after it. So she's getting used to hearing the word, what happens after it. If there's if she does not follow with me, I tap. So now we're gonna be going over left turns and right turns when we're in heel. So we're gonna go over left turns first. Before we talk about the turns themselves, I just wanna let you, throughout the videos of first video and this video right now, when I say slow and then stop, reason is we like to be fair to Poppy if we're going to stop or turn. So like similar to traffic laws and driving, if we're going to come to a stop, we slow down first, or turn, we slow down first, then we turn and or stop. After that, it just makes everything more easier. No one crashes. If we all of a sudden just stop, someone crashes. Same thing for Poppy. We try being very fair. So if we're walking at consistent speed for 30 minutes and then all of a sudden we just stop, Poppy's probably going to just keep going. So to be fair to Poppy, that's the first reason. We want to slow down 3 to 4, 5 steps, and then we stop or turn. The second reason why we want to slow down, other than being fair to Poppy, is to kind of seeing if Poppy is paying attention. So if we slow down, Poppy should slow down with us. If Poppy does not slow down with us, that's telling me Poppy's not paying attention. So to correct this, I'll just do a 180 to my right, and then using the e-calc to redirect her to correct that behavior, that mistake. So with these turns, we start with the opposite leg. So if we're going to go left, we start with the right leg. If we're going to go right, we start with the left leg. So if we're going to go left, this is very dramatic. We're going to make like a square, and we'll be going back and forth. So it's going to be, so heel, left leg, tap, good. So slow walk, she's paying attention. Leading with the right leg, so it's going to be right, left, right. And we'll do these a few more times. Good. So slow down first, so like 1, 2, 3, right leg, right, left, right. Good, so right there I happened to bump into her because she was in my way, so slow down first. Good. And then right, left, right. Good. Slow. Good, she's paying attention, so then right leg, right leg. Good girl. Slow first, right, left, right. Good. One more. Slow. Good. She's paying attention. Right, left, right. Little bump her out the way there. And then slow, and slow to a stop. Good girl. So that turn tends to be hard for the owners to kind of get the idea. So we like to tell owners, if you're on the sidewalk, you can use cracks on the sidewalk, those little cracks. So it'd be heel, left leg. So if I'm going to approach a crack, this right leg will be the first leg to land on the crack, then it's the left leg, and this right leg is off the crack. Tap, tap. Where's she? Okay. Slow down again. Good. Right, left, right. Good. Now we're going to go over right turns. Right turns are pretty simple. Tap. Good. So it's going to be slow down first. Extend the left leg, go back on the right and back on the left. Tap. Good girl. Good. Slow first. Left, right, left. Like I said before for all these turns, we start with the opposite leg. So if we're going to turn right, tap. That's why we start with the left leg. So left leg, left leg. Good. Slow. Left, right, tap, left. Good. So now I'm going to mix these turns up, and I'm going to be doing left turns and right turns. So slow. So left turn. Right, left, right. Good. Slow. Good. Right, left, right. Slow. I'm going to do a right turn here. Tap, 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 tap. Strong. Slow. A right turn, left leg, left leg. Slow. And the left leg, left leg. So 2 right turns there. I'm going to end it with a left turn. So slow first. Good. Then right, left, right. Good. And we're slow to a stop. Slow, and then stop. And then tap for the sit. Good girl. So when you're practicing these turns, or practicing heel now, since you have both parts, you'll bring her out, collar up and everything. Potty first. Find your working number. Right now we're at 40. Find your working number. Once you've found your working number, you can then do, put her, cue the word heel and start walking. So if she's out smelling and everything, and you say heel, and you start walking, she's not responding, then you would just go to the remote. We don't repeat commands, so she's smelling heel, nothing's happening. We start tapping right there. Once she's in heel, the position of heel, then you can do 5 left turns, 5 right turns. Quick note that heel is not get into this position. Heel is walk with me. So stay. So if I'm looking at Poppy here, excuse me, and I say heel, does not mean Poppy should come to my left side and get into heel position. That's a different command. Heel is when we're walking already and we're just telling her to follow me, get into, heel, come to my heel. So potty break, find your number, heel, 5 left turns, 5 right turns. This is a little warm up for before you walk. Once you've done those turns, then you can proceed to do your actual walk. Sammy or no?
No.
Okay. What else? Other than that, what's this? Oh. Other than that, nothing out of the ordinary. We shouldn't be tapping during the turns, just tapping if if we turn and she's just kind of sitting there and we're still moving, then we'll tap for her to catch up. Shh. And yeah, that's all. Break. Oh, if you're gonna give her a break throughout the walk, you'd slow to a stop first before the grass. Once you've approached the grass and once she has done her automatic sit, you'll cue the word break and then you'll bring her to the grass if you want to give her a potty break throughout the walk or during the walk. Alright, so making camera perspective, today we have Poppy. In this video we'll be going over the stay command. Right now Poppy's not in the command, she's on break. So I'm going to go ahead and put her into a heel and I'll be right back. Heel. Good. Good. And slow to a stop. And good girl. Good sit. So here, Poppy is in the sitting position, but she's not in the command sit. She's not in the command sit. She's in the position of sit, but the command she's in is actually heel. So if we wanted her to stay here, we wouldn't say sit because she's already in the position. And this is where we use the stay. Can I just stay in this position you're in and the spot we issued it at? So for the stay, a few things. We use our left hand to wave in front of Poppy, pairing it with the word stay. So I'm gonna wave my hand, say stay. Stay. And what I'm gonna do is have my leash ready like this. So I'm gonna pivot out in front of Poppy and I'm gonna assume she's gonna break the stay. So I'll have my arm short like this, no tension though, just to be ready to pull up if she's gonna break it. So again, waving the left hand, stay, have my leash ready like this, like so, and I'm gonna pivot out in front of Poppy with my right foot and then face her like this. And good girl. Good. And then heel. Good, and tap. Good. Slow walk, slow to a stop. Good girl. Stay. Have my leash ready. Pivot out into the front. Good. Now I can do a little walk around if I like. And good girl. Yeah, good girl, Poppy. Good. And heel. Good. And then slow to a stop. Right here. And good girl. Left hand, stay. Have my leash ready. Pivot out with my right foot facing Poppy. Do a little walk around here. Good. Heel. Good girl. New command overrides the old command. So from a stay, I can go into a heel or whatever command you like, or it could be break as well. Good. We're going to do this one more time. Slow to a stop. Stay. And we're going to pivot out. Have my leash ready first. Pivot out with the right foot. Face Poppy. Good girl. And then here is fine. So as long as the butt's on the ground, it's fine. There she did a little like, butt was on the ground, but she was still like moving like in a circle. So that's fine. It's just her being really focused on where I'm going, what I'm doing. That will go away though. We don't need to correct that. It's only correcting when the butt gets up from the ground. And let's say we are doing the walk around here. And she gets up. We pause our movement, pull up, and then we pair it with the e-collar. As soon as I see the butt start to go down, I release leash pressure from pulling up, and then I release the pressure from the e-collar as well. Good, one more time. Heel, left leg. Good girl, no tapping. Good. Let me slow to a stop. Good girl. Stay. Pivot out with the right foot. Good girl, Poppy. Good girl, Poppy. Yes, a good girl, Poppy. Yeah. So I'm gonna pet her right now. She's still in a stay. I'm gonna pivot out and see if she breaks it because she's getting pet. Get little pets. Good. And then up, tap, tap. Good. And release. Good. Hey, good girl, Poppy. Yes, good girl. Good girl, Poppy. Up, tap, and relax. Good. Good. So that's how we correct it. It's how we go about stay. Now we're going to practice it. Some scenarios and like during walks, the ways you can practice, you know, if maybe you get the red light on your walk, so you have to hold it at the corner for a little bit. You can do a little stay there, so stay. Do a little walk around. If she goes potty, let her on a break command. She goes potty. So she does the number 2, you can pick it up and everything, and then we're going to approach the garbage can or trash bin. Give some space, do the stay there, pivot out, and then toss it. But yeah, nothing out of the ordinary. She did really good. As long as you know you have your arm ready and everything. And the reason why we want to pivot out with the right foot is because left leg is for heel, right leg is for stay. So more advanced training. With no words said, a trainer can have a dog in heel, and if they come to a stop, starting with the right leg, after that stop, the dog's to automatically stay. So it's just to help her differentiate between the two. Because if we're doing stay and then the left leg kept going, she's been drilled with the left leg to move, so it might confuse her for a little bit. So just to help her out, it's the right foot first. And we don't repeat stay, so if she breaks the stay as we're walking around, we don't repeat stay or sit or anything like that. We just use a remote and just correct her in that way. So making it from camera perspective, today we have Poppy in the series. We're going over the place command. So place is the command where we, Poppy's to get Poppy to go with this object, right? This object we're using a lifted dog bed. They're durable. They're nice. You can use whatever you want though. You can use a yoga mat, a towel. Some owners use an area rug or like a chair, things like that. But you can use whatever you like. Whatever is easy and whatever has a clear perimeter. So right here, this is a clear perimeter for Poppy to understand like what is on and what is off. So we're going to shape the behavior first. We're not going to label it or anything like that, use any words, just creating that, when you feel this and this, it means to go to here. So here, things to expect, maybe some resistance, maybe some bucking around, or Poppy's been pretty easy, so she might just go to the placemat. So I'm going to go ahead and bring her over, right? We're at 30, it's the number we found for the working number video. Give gentle leash pressure, and then tap, and then no leash pressure. Good. Good girl. Let her settle first. See what she does. Yeah, good girl, Poppy. Good. And then one command that is allowed for her to kind of hop off is the break command. So here, break. Good girl. Good. Gentle release pressure, and then tap. Good girl. Good. And break. Good. Gentle leash pressure, and tap. Good girl. Good girl. And break. You can put Stanley in here. And here, wait a moment. Leash pressure, tap. Good. See what she does here. Good. So nothing out of the ordinary. She took to it very well. What else? So we're just shaping it, right? Using the leash and e-collar. Once we see some consistency, right, we're gonna get rid of the leash. So what I mean by that is no leash pressure, just e-collar, just to have her realize, okay, when you feel this, it means to go to here. Break, break, come on, good. So I'm gonna approach the placement like I was before. Slow down here. Wait a moment. So having this leash slack, and then we're at 30, and then tap. Good, good girl. Good. And break, we're gonna do this 4 more times. Good, wait a moment. So here, if this happens, just go and pull Poppy off. Good. Loose leash, and then tap. Good girl. Good girl, Poppy. Good, and break. And wait a moment. Oh God, strong. And then tap, tap. Good girl. Okay. And then break. And then here, wait a moment. And then tap. Good girl. Yeah, good girl. And then break. One more. Break. And tap. Good girl. So I'm gonna go ahead and lower it, go down to 25 or 20. Good. So another part of the place command is it's like a 2-part command. We have the send off and then the duration. So duration is stay there. So how we try to work with this is we go ahead and just walk around the placemat. And if Poppy were to hop off, we want to say anything, we just kick in with the e-collar pressure to get Poppy to go back on. Good girl. Good. And then break. Good. Wait a moment. So now we're going to add the word place to this command, this behavior we have shaped. So here, place. Good. So if we say place and she goes, no need for tapping. If we say place and there's a little bit of a delay, then we're going to go ahead and tap. Good. Break. Just hold back. Wait. Place. Good. Good girl. Good. Just going to pull her off. Good. Wait a moment. Let her settle first. Place. There we go. Yes, good girl. Good. Break. Good. Wait a moment. Place. Good girl. Yeah, good girl, Bobby. Good girl, Bobby. Good. And break. Pull her off, pull her off, pull her off. Good. So when we're practicing this, you can use whatever you like. So here, place. Good. You can use whatever you like, a towel, yoga mat, whatever you want. But you want to repeat this whole process over again. So like the e-collar or leash with e-collar, then no leash pressure with just e-collar, and then place, adding the word. So we like to do, how do you know when to progress to the next step? We like to do 5. So like we'll do 5, and if 2 out of those 5 are good, then she has not passed that 5. If we get like maybe 3 out of 5 or 4 out of 5, that's good enough. We'll progress to the next one of like, you know, e-collar. When do you start using e-collar? When do we add the word? Is this when we see some consistency and progress with those 5 batches? Other than that, when you're practicing, you want to start close. So, you know, have her bed next to you, watch a movie, step on the leash, have your e-collar in hand, and then, you know, she can stay on there for the rest of the movie. So you don't have to like do 15 minutes, then 20 minutes, and then 30. You can go straight into 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours. If you want her to know how to stay on the placemat for 4 hours, you want to practice for 5 hours, so that 4 hours is just a breeze for her. If you have somewhere where you can tether her, so like here at the facility we have the columns and then like placemats, and we have a leash attached to them, but the leash is long enough for them to hop off, right? We need to know that they're the ones making the decision to stay on the placemat, not being forced if the leash is too tight, then like, okay, well the dog is just being forced to stay here because the leash isn't allowing them to hop off. So we want them to hop off so that we can correct. The more mistakes we see, the better the command gets in the beginning. But other than that, if you have somewhere you can tether her to, you absolutely can do that as well. She didn't break it, but if she did break it, let's say we're doing the walk around, and then she hops off. We stop our movement, and we start tapping. So slow tap, so tap, 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 until she goes back to the placemat, right? I don't repeat any words or anything like that. I don't say no, wrong, or no, place again. It's just using the remote. So if she hops off in your home, just use the remote to get her back on. If puppy decides to chew in the bed, whine, or bark, or any of these things, you can correct it with the remote. I've been on 11. So once we see some behavior we don't like or disagree with, we can tap. Let's say she's chewing in the bed and we tap. She might, if it's the first time she's doing this, she might hop off because she's thinking that the placemat has something to do with being tapped. So if she does hop off when we correct behaviors, we continue to tap to bring her back to place. Other than that, that is all. This command is just used for, like, you know, if you want to clean the house, place, go to your bed. If it's a rainy day, you can practice a little bit of duration work, or, you know, if you're gonna have guests come over and they're not a fan of dogs, they don't want Poppy around, you can use place. Hi, it's Enrique with Canine Perspective. Today we have Poppy here. Poppy is a new daycare and train. This video we're going to be going over the down and sit command. We're going to be doing down first. So down is, you know, the lay down, don't move. We don't say down, stay. The stay is implied with the down command. So the way we teach it is through pressure. So her normal working number is 40, 35-ish. So we're going to start at 20 since we're teaching something new. And what we're going to be doing is shaping the behavior first and then labeling it down once we see some consistency. We teach it this way because it's we have to teach it through e-collar. So if I said down and she down, fantastic. But if she got up and I needed her to go back down and I can't use a remote, I cannot use a remote to put her back down because she just hasn't been walked through down with the e-collar. So what I'm going to do here, and we're using her flat collar, by the way, not prong, because sometimes prong and e-collar can be too much pressure, so it could be too much for dogs to kind of, they'll like, Hey. So here, foot on leash. I'm gonna start pulling up, and then there's gonna be pressure pulling down here. With this pressure, I'm gonna be pairing it with the e-collar. So here, leash pressure down, and then tap. Good. Good girl. Yeah, good Poppy. And then break. Shh. Good. Again. Tap. And good girl, Poppy. Break. Good. Sometimes things to expect would be like resistance, but Poppy's doing a good job. Good. Squeeze leash pressure again, and then tap. Good. Try 25. Good girl. Break. Leash pressure, and then tap. Good girl. Good. Break. Good. 2 more.
For both, okay, we'll be right back.
So here I switch sides, so we might see maybe some confusion. Tap. Good girl. Good girl, Poppy. Break. Break. Good. So here, tap. Good girl. Good. Break. Good. So I'm going to switch it up now. We're going to just do the e-collar only. Tap, tap. See where she's at. So I'll step on the leash. Or actually, I'll just give light. I'll keep my foot on the leash to limit her movement, but we'll do the e-collar. So 25, tap. Doesn't want to sit on the leash. Okay. Good girl. Break. Good. Foot on leash, but no pressure on leash. Tap. Good girl. Good girl, Poppy. Break. Shh. Good. Tap. 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 Good girl. Break. You got it. You got it. You got it. Good girl. Good. 2 more. Tap. Tap. Good girl. Good. Break. Shh. Good. Tap. Tap. Good girl. Break. So now since we're starting to see some consistency that when she feels the pressure,
Okay, we'll be right back.
Sammy?
Kane.
Oh, Kane. Oh, okay. All right. So after we see some consistency, we're going to add the word now down, and then we'll tap if she doesn't do it. Okay. Down. And tap.
Is he wearing an arm muffler?
No, that's hers. That's theirs. Good girl. Break. Break. Good girl. Shh. Shh. Down. Good girl. That was a down from a stand. That's good. Good girl. Break. Break. Come on. Poppy. Good girl. Move around. 2 more. Down. And good girl. Soft fur. Break. Break, 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 break. Good. So here I didn't say down or anything, so I'm just going to go ahead and pull her out. Pull her out. Okay. So I'm going to change it up now. Just going to keep the leash here. And if she struggles, I'll drop the leash and then give pressure with the foot. Down. Good girl. Break. Shh. Down. Good girl. Break. Down. Good. So nothing out of the ordinary. She did really good. Maybe you might have the foundation with prong when teaching down. Nothing out of the ordinary. So when you're going to practice down for the duration part of it, right? So this is duration right here. You can watch a movie, read a book, or if you're working from home, you're working at the desk, you can have her in a down, foot on leash, e-collar with you, enjoying your movie, reading your book, or doing work from home. Again, if she gets up, you never heard me say repeating down. I just said down one time when she, I didn't do breaking, okay. If she breaks it, we do not repeat down. We just use a remote and leash if needed to help her. Next command will be, including this video, will be the sit command. So we've already shaped the sitting with e-collar. Can you tap bird? Kim? Can you tap bird?
Yeah.
What's the number?
36.
Try 45. Okay. So sit, it's already been shaped. All we need to do is label it. So here, what I'm going to be doing is saying the word sit and then up and tap. Sit, tap, tap, tap. Good girl. Tap, tap. Good. Tap. Good. Yeah, good girl. Good. And then break. Good girl. Down. Good. And then we can do like a little sit here as well. Sit. Tap. Good. That's a good one. Break. 2 more, or 3 more. Shh. Good. Poppy. Like Poppy. Good. Down. Good. Sit. Tap. 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 Good. Break.
I'm just double checking. Are the real only boarding lessons?
Sit. Good. Good girl. So there's no tapping or no tapping or leash needed. Break. Shh. Good girl, Poppy. Sit. Good. Down. Good girl. Good. Let her know that week 2 video will be has been finished and she's doing fantastic.
Okay, so week 2 is finished and posted?
Not posted yet.
Okay, but it will be soon.
Yes. Nothing out of the ordinary sit. Like I said, it's already been shaped, so all we need to do is label it. So we'll keep repeating this. We keep repeating this. We won't do our sessions like this, down, sit, down, sit. We'll focus on one command first. Once we see some consistency, we'll work on the other command. Once we see some consistency there, then we can blend the two and just kind of do like the push-ups, like sit down, sit down, sit down. But other than that, like I said, how to practice the duration work is just, you know, having her laying down, stepping on the leash, and then watching a movie or doing something stationary with her. Or even like, you know, going for a walking, park at a bench, cue the word down, step on the leash, and then just, you know, having her coexist with her environment and everything like that. Hi, it's Enrique with Canine Perspective. Today we have Poppy. Elias will be handling Poppy and I'll be doing the recall, so it's going to be a recall video. We have 2 tools here, short leash and a long leash. Long leash is to kind of create that space and that realistic, like, long distance recall. When we're handling the long leash, we have our thumb through the loop like this. When we close it, so it's locked here, we go ahead and have our remote in our right hand, and this left hand will be holding the rest of the leash. And this allows us to have 3 fingers available. With these 3 fingers, I'm going to be reeling it in like this and just letting it all hit the ground. I don't need to carry it. Reason why we want to reel in is just so that when Poppy's coming to me, he won't have 30 more feet to pass me. So as I'm reeling it in, right, to kind of keep him where he's at once I'm done reeling in, I'm going to use my pointer finger, do a little flip like this, and get it over my pointer finger like this. So it's just like a loop around my pointer finger, and I lock it here, and then it's locked here, and I have a lock system here as well. So it's double locked. So here, go ahead and go to the wall. So a few things. We're going to shape the recall first. So what I'm going to be doing is giving leash pressure, leash tension towards me. With this leash tension coming towards me, I'm going to pair it with the remote. As soon as I see Poppy kind of make her way towards me, pressure is released. I'm going to take 3 to 4 steps backwards and then hold my position and then seeing what Poppy does. So here, a little bit of tension. Good. So tension here. And then tap. Good. Tap. Good boy. Good girl, I mean, sorry. And then see what she does here. So this is an incomplete recall, so I'm going to move back, tap. Tap. And tap. Good girl. Good. So recall, when they come to us, they need to land 1 to 2 feet of our vicinity. Break another little vicinity here, and in a sitting position. Doesn't matter if she's on our left side, right side, front, or behind. She just needs to be in our vicinity. Good. So leash tension here, and then tap, tap. Good girl. Good. Hold right here. And then move back, tap. And good girl. Corey, where'd Kim go? Where'd Kim go? Oh. Break. Break. Well, I don't know why I made that noise. Reel it in, and then tap, Good girl. 3 to 4 steps backwards. See what she does here. So here, tap. Good girl. And good. You sweet puppy. Sweet puppy. Break. Break, Poppy. Oh. So again, leash tension, tap. Good girl. Now here, tap, tap, yep. See what she does here. And good girl. Break. We're gonna switch it up a little bit now. We're gonna go without the leash tension now. We're just gonna do the remote, then leash tension if needed. So we're gonna keep the leash slack and then tap, 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 tap. Good girl. 3 to 4 steps backwards. Reel in my leash. See what Poppy does here. Will she go to Corey? Yes, she will. Tap, move back. And yes, good girl. Good girl, Poppy. Break. Poppy. Shh. That's Taurine. Tori. She looks cute. So here, leash slack, tap, tap, tap. There we go. Good. Moving backwards, reeling in my leash. And good sit. Good girl. And
yes, we can do 1 second.
break. Poppy. Poppy, go. Good. And then tap, tap. Nice. That was a good one because leash tension was not required there. She just did it based off the e-collar, the pressure of the e-collar. What? Tap, tap. See what she does. Because we want to sit, not a down. Yeah. Yeah, Poppy. Break. Good. Who got called?
Pepper.
Who's Pepper? Huh?
Does anyone know how she did? Or is there a report card?
I don't know anything about her.
So here, tap. Let go, tap, tap. There we go. Good. And then face her and tap. Good. Stay here. Good girl. Break. We're gonna switch it up again. We're gonna add the cue now. So it's gonna be Poppy come. And then after we say Poppy come, an immediate tap right after. So Poppy come, tap. Even if she's coming, we're still gonna tap. And then I'll explain why, or yeah, I'll explain why after, and at the end. So here, loose leash. Poppy come, tap. Good girl. Hold right here. Nice, very nice. Break. Oh. Is Sienna social?
Sienna?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Poppy, come. Tap. Tap. Good girl. See what she does here. And good girl. Good. 2 more. Break. Poppy, come. Tap. Time for the sit. And tap again for the sit. And good girl. Break. Shh. Hey. Shh. That was good, bro. Shh. Okay, one more. And this is why we have the second leash and second handlers, because Poppy's realizing what's kind of happening. So it's just to create that separation, to force it. Poppy, come. Tap. Good girl. Good girl, Poppy. See what she does. And yeah, good girl. Little Cappy here. Thank you, Elias. So, break. We started off with just kind of shaping the behavior, right? And then we moved on to labeling it, or labeling it once we're starting to see some consistency, and that she is responding it solely to the e-collar, not the leash. So there's one moment I said Poppy come at the end. She heard Poppy come and she was slowly turning, but the tap made her go like directly towards me. Nothing out of the ordinary, as I kind of predicted. She did really good. So this setup you can use as well to practice at home. It's a 2-person setup. It's unrealistic because it's recall from a stationary. People usually recall their dogs as they're moving or running away or some sort of movement away from us, right? So let's say you're by yourself and you want to practice, you can do this as well. Have your 30-foot long leash, let her kind of, meander, roam around. And it's going to take a while for you to practice recall because it requires you to go somewhere. So once you're at your spot by yourself with a long leash, if you're alone, issue a recall when if she's got good squirrel drive or prey drive. Let her chase squirrels and everything in the fields and everything like that. And the more disengaged she is, and when you do a recall when she's really disengaged, the stronger the recall will be. So let her chase things and everything. If she sees a squirrel, you can recall her when she sees the squirrel. You can recall her when she's chasing the squirrel. Or you can recall her, let's say the squirrel goes up a tree, let her bark, bark, let her get really stuck on that tree, wait a moment, then do a recall so she can get really disengaged from you. What you don't want to do is drill it out too many times. So if you have a specific area you like to go to, let her run around. Do it like 2 times that day. The next time, once at the end to bring her back in the car. The next time, maybe none at all. And the next time, 2 again. And keeping it inconsistent, don't drill it out every single time you go there, because what you can create is too much caution. So when you come to the park or whatever, she might not want to go be on break mode and have fun because she's gonna be thinking, you're gonna call me anyways, why would I wanna go away? Because she might be too glued to you. Certain things to remember when you're practicing recall is this stepping back. So as she's coming to you, make sure you take your 3 to 4 steps backwards, because that is the visual for Poppy. It's also kind of making her go to you. It's kind of like, giving her more drive to follow you. Example, if she can't hear you, she can at least see you. So if she's in a loud environment and you're tapping, you're calling her, she can't hear you, but she's feeling this, right? And she sees you, all you gotta do is move backwards and she should just shoot towards you. Another thing you want to keep practicing for like the first few moments of recall is Poppy come tap, even if she's coming. Reason why we want to do this is so that, let's say one day, if we weren't practicing this, right? One day we're out in the field with Poppy, she's off leash, she's smelling, doing her own thing. Poppy come, and we see her kind of, we kind of see her smelling, right? And then we're like, okay, she's not coming, we'll tap. But as soon as we tap, maybe she decides to come, so we tap too late. And two things can happen. She can either think, okay, I'm doing something wrong, I don't know what to do, so I'm just gonna shut down and lay down. Or she might think, this is going the wrong way probably, let me just run the other way. So then that can happen as well. So to force the confusion and kind of get it over with now, kind of making sure that no matter what, you still need to follow through the command even if I tap too late. That's what we're doing now. Once we see some consistency with that, no matter what, Poppy come tap, she's always gonna come, then we don't need to do it anymore. It'll just be Poppy come tapping if needed. Am I missing anything? I have a slip lead, a flat collar, long leash is clipped to the flat collar. A leash should never be clipped to the e-collar, and that's all.